What's going on, guys? All right, so today we are going to be filming on the trusty old iPhone. It's been a long time since I made any update videos on the Z, on the channel, on everything really. So we're kind of be getting back into the swing of things. We took some time off to do a lot of personal endeavors and things of that nature. So last time that you guys saw the last video that we did on the channel, aside from like the random shorts that I posted here and there and everything, we were at the dyno with our good friend Scotty with Spinny Whoosh and getting their Miata dialed in. A lot's changed with that car since, and we'll try to bring you guys updates if we can. But basically, shoot, since then we've moved out of Florida, moved out to North Carolina, out into the mountains in North Carolina, and so been having a lot of fun with that ever since. It's just been an amazing opportunity for us to be able, me and my family, to be able to, you know, explore and see new things and, you know, get a different perspective for life, you know, as we've known it for so long. You know, I lived in Tampa for, ooh, gosh, like 13 years, something like that. So a change of scenery was really beneficial for me. I've also, you know, in between all of that, got the piping on the Z redone completely, intake side and the hot side piping, to run the true hood dump. And well, I'll let the clip show it for itself, but here, I'll roll it now and you guys can see how the car did on the dyno, just to get an idea of how insane this car was. Here's a couple of clips for you. Yeah, so that's basically how the Z was running. And I say was because unfortunately there was a circumstance that came up where I took the car out and I got a little spicier than I should have. Long story short, did a rolling anti-lag at like 7 pounds of boost, and it was sick. I mean, this shit pulled hard. It was like a 20 roll and it felt great. Got in third gear, felt awesome until about the top of third gear. It kind of had a little bit of hesitation, and then in fourth gear the throttle just like closed, and I should have taken that as a sign of get off the throttle and stop driving like an idiot. But I got back on it, and when I did that I ended up putting rod number 4 into the block.
Hey, drink some water.
God damn. Well, it's safe to say that is not supposed to be like that. That's not supposed to be there. That's 100% broken. So yeah. So blew the motor. It is what it is, not a big deal. But the reason that I'm heading now to my buddy's shop at On Point Parts, our brand new OEM product sponsor. Anything that you need for 350Zs, G35s, our guys at On Point Parts, they are literally on point. They got it. Whatever you need, they have it. Now that the car is there, we've got the motor out of it, we get the trans out of it. We're going to be kind of going over the changes we're going to be making with the car. Once we get to the shop, we'll talk about that and kind of go over, you know, everything that we're going to be doing with the car and kind of give you guys perspective of what's to come in the new phase of the Z. Unfortunately, because it blew up, you know, it is what it is. Like, I'm sad about it because I really, like, you guys don't understand. Like, seeing it in the clips that y'all just saw, it sounds good, but in person, it was just a whole other beast. Like, it was insane to hear that thing scream. So, you know, it was an awesome opportunity, and it was really eye-opening for me to be able to see, you know, the capabilities of the DE, and also see, you know, what the limits are. You know, my motto is push the limits, and well, I sure shit pushed them, that's for sure. All right, guys, so as you can see here is the 350Z. So the heart is out of it, the trans is out of it, trans is sold, engine's gone. Actually, the engine's over there. I can go look at it and show you guys what happened and everything, the carnage. Where's the hole? Oh, there you are. Yeah, so I made a nice little window in the block. So that's not supposed to be there. So what we'll do eventually is actually take the engine and we'll do a full teardown on it just to see how bad the damage is internally. But really, in the grand scheme of things, this thing's no good. So we're just gonna go ahead and scrap it. It's not really anything useful there, but if anyone needs any parts off of it, I mean, if it's usable, I'll get it for you. But otherwise, yeah, so we got the Z here. We're gonna be doing a couple of updates. Just had a good chat with Andreas and Mike regarding the setup for this car. So right now, the plan is either gonna be a VHR swap, we can 2J it, or we can actually do a 13B rotary swap. And I really like the idea of a 13B rotary swap. So we'll see what happens with that. That'll be a whole other process if we decide to go that route. I'm thinking we should, and I think it's possible, but we're gonna find out once we get there. But yeah, so we got a lot of work to do. The turbo kit is for sale if anyone's interested. So we'll get you the hookup on that and everything, but it'll come with the hood if you want it or not. It's up to you. But, you know, so the idea is gonna be that we're gonna take literally everything out. And I mean, everything is gonna go. So everything's gonna be for sale. If you need any parts, just let me know, because we're gonna go full drag spec on this car, like entirely. So it's gonna be insane when it's done. But yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with this thing. So the plan is basically we're gonna be doing a manual swap. So no matter what, this car will be getting a manual transmission. The question is just what, you know, heart are we gonna do here? And then obviously, if we go the 2J route, we'll have to get custom mounts made. If we go the rotary route, it's gonna be the same thing, custom mounts, or the VHR, which is gonna be a direct bolt-in kind of thing. I just gotta get a wiring harness made for it. So we'll see what we decide, but it kind of, at the end of the day, all of it kind of comes down to what we're gonna do as far as the turbo kit goes. So once the turbo kit sells, how much it sells for, that's gonna be kind of like the catalyst to start everything off. Because I know that this is gonna be an expensive project at the end of the day, but I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I think that got a lot of really good opportunity here. So yeah, we'll see what decision gets made and what we decide to do and what we you know, end up going with and everything. I really want to be one of those guys that shows up to the track, you know, dumps the clutch, pops a wheelie, and, you know, makes a ton of power, and it's just full send all through the gears and everything. So that's going to be the goal with the car. I'm looking forward to it. I'm nervous, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And because everyone likes a good spicy boy, look at this thing. This thing's a freaking unit. Look how badass this car is. Like, what? Absolutely nutty. Absolutely nutty. Just wild. Love this thing. Every time I come here, I always get inspired. And I always think to myself, maybe I could LS swap the Z. And then I think, nah. But one day, maybe. We'll see. Here's another drift car for y'all. The On Point Parts drift car. Thing's sweet. This is in HR, I believe. So fun times with this little thing. Thing shreds. The driver is actually really, really good, Andreas. He's actually a really good, good driver. So, ooh, got a little bit of damage there. I see. Oof, rough.
You what? Let's go.